Get up, get up, get up. Got something to tell you I don't think they want you to know. But I'm going to tell you anyway. It's your boy, best-selling author Mickey D, award-winning researcher. Got some good stuff for you. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. I am not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager. I don't manage mutual funds. I don't manage hedge funds or anything like that. What I do have for you today is something special. As many of you know, I'm in Las Vegas, and I've been going door to door covering some of these companies out here. There are plenty of them, and I'm going to give you my top 3 so far, my week into the trip. Just before the election, maybe you can take advantage of these in some way, shape, or form. But get a few things out of the way. As you know, my books, Make Money Online with Cannabis Stocks, there's a basic strategy in there that you can learn. And I list over 40 stocks in there, some of which are doing the job right now. They're doing what they're supposed to do, which is line your pockets and line your purses. That's what they do. So you can pick that up, Amazon.com. You can pick it up, the audiobook, the ebook, or the paperback book. Also, investing in medical and recreational cannabis is out there. Another good read for you, your library, your family member. As you know, we have the holiday season coming up, and that's going to be a time when you can give books as gifts, and people will love them, and you will be their introduction to marijuana investing, possibly, the cannabis industry. Promising medical marijuana and CBD treatments is out there. As you know, the first FDA-approved drug is out there right now, and I have a special company for you here that has made quite a reverse from what they were doing several years ago, and I'll tell you more about that here in a second. But it's their primary CBD company. Also, the largest indoor and outdoor marijuana farms in the world is out there. It gives you a picture of what's down. A lot of them are down South India, Africa. You have Brazil, down in Latin America. By the way, the Supreme Court of Mexico has just legalized pretty much marijuana. So Mexico will be going in another direction right now, which is great. I did highlight a stock just several weeks ago. You have to look at the video several weeks ago that is primed, that is right there in Latin. In fact, it's the best company, I feel, in Latin America right now. But that company, take a look at one of my later videos and you'll see exactly what that company is. Let's get to the business here. Vegas is hot. Companies are coming here. There's a lot of companies being, a lot of scams and a lot of that stuff out there. I tried to film this earlier. I was on location of another, but it was just too hot and it was too, I didn't have the lighting I need. So I had to move indoors here to the little condo that I'm staying at here. The top 3 Vegas stocks, my top 3. Now, these stocks have to meet certain criteria, which is basically my criteria. And they have to be companies that I feel can make the big step and be big time, not in the next 5 years, but in the next maybe 2 years. These companies can really, really do something and make you whatever you want to be in life. These companies can do it. My number 3 company is MedMen. The symbol is MMNFF. And MedMen, basically, you're looking at they have about 70 million shares outstanding. They've got about $12 million in the bank or so. Their most recent quarter filings. About a $424 million market cap. This company, I've been high on this company and I love this company. Let me tell you what happened. They have 2 primary locations here in Las Vegas. And I went to one location, which is off of Paradise and Harmon, like close to the Hard Rock Cafe. For any of you that are familiar with this, beautiful location. There are, there's food around for people to have the munchies. Catty Corner is Big Shacks, Big Chicken. You've got that. You've got Checkers. You've got all these little eatery joints in the area. So that location is a real good location. It's a prime location. Well, I went over to their second location, and I was very disappointed. And I talked to people there that told me about some of the other locations. Now, and they worked there, and that location on Harmon and Paradise, that's going to be probably one of their best stores, one of their best storefronts there, best dispensaries that they have in the country. That one's going to do well for them. But the others, well, I can't really badmouth any of the other locations. Our Hollywood is really nice. Venice Beach, they've really touted that one, but they say it's really small. They're getting it together. They have their merger acquisition. They're involved. They're going to be big. They're going to be big. MedMen will be big. My number 2 company is a company that at one point in time, was considered a scam company. They have about $6 million on the book and 95 million shares outstanding, and they've got about a $555 million market cap. This particular company is on the move, and they're going to do exceptionally well. I'm talking about CV Sciences. Now, CV Sciences roughly was 2014 when they had that big run. I want you to look at the chart of CV Sciences and look at early 2014. They have a possibility with the laws that are being passed and things that are going on right now, and CBDs being as hot as they are. They have, I'd say, a 25% chance of making a run just like they did in 2014. Now, I sold early, of course. I didn't get the full brunt of that run, but this one, I hope if they take off and start running and start galloping like they could possibly do, I will definitely be on board with CV Sciences. But the number 1 stock here in Las Vegas, without a shadow of a doubt, the number 1 stock in Las Vegas for now and for the future will be Planet 13. Planet 13, PLNHF is the symbol for it. It's small right now, 243 million market cap. That was as of August. It had 62 million shares outstanding, and they have about $17 million on hand. Their most recent quarter reporting. They will all be reporting here shortly. CV Sciences will be reporting coming up probably next week, if not the week after. Planet 13 will be reporting after that. MedMen will be reporting. We'll see exactly what these companies are really, really made of. We'll see it then. And there's a lot of hype, of course. Acreage will be coming out. They may be a little warm for the blood at $20, $30, $40 a share. They'll be doing their thing, and of course they'll most likely do very well. I do have a couple honorable mentions here in Las Vegas that I'd like to tell you about. Say, Mickey, why isn't 1933 Industries? Why not? And they're not a bad company. They're a good company. They're one of my top companies out here. And those 3 companies that I mentioned are, I would say, 3 of the top 10 companies in America. So don't get it twisted. They are excellent companies. They're my top 3 because they have a presence and they have location and headquarters and what have you. They have stores here in Vegas, where I am right now doing my research. So they are going to be very, very good companies for the long haul. But I haven't been able to get the information that I need from 1933 Industries yet. I do have a hat from them, but that's about it. I do know they have money. They're well capitalized. Um, about 222 million shares outstanding. They are ready, but I need to know that they're ready. I'm not a fake news guy. I'm going to have the facts and I don't have the facts yet for 1933 Industries. Likewise, another company that was considered at one point in time a scam stock, TerraTech, TRTC. Now, Mr. Peterson, the CEO, has been through a lot with that company, especially over the last years and stuff. It's, reverse splits. He had all these shares. Everybody was being paid on shares. They were like a scam company, basically. But they have rode the ship, and now they're kind of getting their act together. They've got like about $5 million on hand, 135 million shares, not 135 million shares, I'm sorry, about 77 million shares outstanding, the splits and all that. Yeah, a lot of people got wiped out. A lot of people have a bad taste of TerraTech after doing all this stuff with the shares and all that. And they think that, they were bummy then and they're bummy now. To the contrary, TerraTech has gotten their act together. They've sold a property, and the new property I was at yesterday, that property is actually in a better location than any of their other properties. I believe that you just to take I sold real estate for 20 years or so in California, residential and commercial, and I can tell you and I can tell you a good commercial location of a property. And this particular property that TerraTech purchased is in a much better location than some of their other properties. So with that said, I give TerraTech honorable mention also, along with 1933 Industries. Both, though TerraTech is back from 1933 Industries, I would put 1933 Industries closer to MedMen, CV Sciences, or Planet 13's in another. They're in another playground. They're playing in the big leagues right now, while other companies are I would consider in the. Let's look at it as a baseball analogy. Let's look at the all-league team, which would be Planet 13. Then you're looking at maybe CV Sciences and MedMen, who are in the in the league. But the all-league all-star team is Planet 13. So, and you've got MedMen following behind the other two. You've got CV Sciences and MedMen, and you've got 1933 Industries, and then well to the back there, but they're coming up, is TerraTech. So that's, if I can use that, if that helps a little bit. But that's the first week or so here, and I'll have another week. I haven't even gone to the conferences yet, and when I go to the conferences next week or so, then I'll have a real good idea, because companies will present and we'll really see what they have and what direction they're going in. So with that said, happy trading. Don't get caught up too much in the election. It's going to do very well. Marijuana will do very well. We'll be bringing Utah on board. We'll be bringing Michigan on board. We'll be bringing, I think is it North Dakota. We'll be bringing, I can't think right now. Massachusetts. Massachusetts is already on board. Let me see if I in some of my old notes, Missouri's on board also. So that's going to be good. So we'll see how it goes, but I'll probably get back with you after the election. I'm having so much fun in Las Vegas. Love you. Take care of yourself, and do your best when it comes to trading. Take care. Bye-bye.